Go ahead, Rob.
Coach, you told us the other day after a game like Mississippi State, you'd like to bottle some of that up and carry it over. Did you feel like you did that today, like it was a continuation?
I thought there were a lot of good things. I really, as a staff, we're really proud of Olivier because after the game there and we're breaking down film, you know, the one guy that we went at pretty good was the fact that he had only had one rebound in 39 minutes over 2 games, and he went to practice. And I'm telling you, we've had 2 hard practices since the Mississippi State game, and he really went at it. And I'm so happy for him that he showed up here for him today, and it just goes to show you this game gives you what you put into it. And but overall, defensively, we knew that we wanted to come out and really try to make it difficult for South Carolina to score. And we knew that they would probably really go to a lot of dribble drive to see if we could, our post guys, we normally play with the 2 post players, and see if we could guard them, and probably hoping that we would have to size down. But I thought early we did have some good gap help to help those guys, but overall it was a great effort. A lot of good things, obviously, and we keep talking about how we can get better. Really happy that again Josiah's working his way back in and shooting the ball the way he is. I thought Julian was good today, but overall there were really a lot of good things.
Yeah, Rick, what is going so well for Olivier offensively lately, and how nice was it for him to come here to this arena and have this game after where he got hurt last year?
Well, I think what's going, when he plays well, is really and truly when he gets locked into doing anything other than thinking about scoring. And I would not only say that about Olivier, I would say it about anybody on the team. You know, I know he wants to be a complete player. He knows, our post guys know that they have a job. We do need them to score some buckets, we do. But they also know we need them to be really elite defenders. Got to get, and again, I would tell you this, I know looking at the tape, I'm going to come back and say we're going to have to get better with our ball screen coverage. We're not clean on our switches the way we need to be, and it's mainly, honestly, it's the 3 and the 4 positions where we're not switching as clean as we need to switch. But I think when he, like any guy, really focuses on anything other than scoring, his natural instincts will take over for him. And the fact that he's catching the ball where we want him to catch it. I think knowing your space on the court where you're most effective and getting to it, and he's certainly been doing that. He certainly did it today.
Rick, you all held G.G. Jackson scoreless tonight. What was the key to being effective against him?
Well, again, you know, this time of year, when you in the All Scout reports, you know, we have a group of guys that I think the fact that we gave him great respect coming in terms of that we knew that you know, he leads them in scoring and rebounding, and we knew that we had to, you know, put a target on him, and we knew we're going to have to work hard. And but overall, you know, a couple of different guys guarded him, and I thought they took it on to know that they were guarding a good player and trying to do everything they could to make him have a tough night.
Josiah hasn't shied away from shooting these last 2 games that he's back. Just how hard is that for him, the way he's been able to come back in and ingratiate himself so quickly?
Well, the one thing he has done throughout the fact he's missed, he has shot a lot of shots, and I think he's very, very confident. And you know, he's worked. You know, from the time he's gotten here, I don't know if I've seen a guy transform himself from not being a great shooter to where I mean, he's on the verge of being a great shooter. But that's the one thing he's never gotten away from, even when, if it were just shooting free throws or standing in front of the basket with a heavy ball, working on his shot, he's never stopped working on his shot. And the fact is, he's got a terrific basketball IQ and great hands. And like I've told the guys last night, I said, what you guys can learn from Josiah about the mental part being so important, even though he's down on the other end, I know he's listening to what's going on with our team. And he's able to come in and execute at a high level, knowing what we're trying to do. But he's one of those guys, when it leaves his hands, you really do think he's got a terrific chance to go in.
This game has usually meant a little bit more to Josiah. Do you think it means the same to Julian to come back home? And how do you think he played today?
Yeah, I think, again, Julian's, I just feel that he's just getting closer to closer, where he's just going to just keep getting better and better each game. I thought he was good today. I thought he's still learning a lot. I mean, he will. I think this month is a big month as we get into conference play, and just like teams are going to, like we focus on certain players on the other team, people are going to do that with our team, and he'll recognize what he needs to do. And I think the fact is, if he just keeps working like he's working, but we're happy with him, and we know we can score the ball, and you know we do try to play to him as much as we can when we can, but I thought he gave us a great effort.
Rick, I'm sure not every day is perfect, but since that Colorado game, have you sensed any complacency in this team, or have most days been where they're pretty focused and locked in?
Well, that is a concern every day. It is. And I tell them, I mean, you guys know I want to tell them exactly what I'm feeling, and they're going to know what I'm feeling. And you know, this team, they work. They deserve where we are right now, but I think they are smart enough to know that we have got to get better. And you say there's so many ways we can get better. I think they understand that. I think they understand that we just now are starting to be able to put our team together with everybody. Hopefully, I don't know how many minutes Josiah played today. How many did he play, Tom? I can't read it.
18.
How many? 18. So that's pretty much where we want to keep him and keep building that up. Obviously, we talked about the other night about managing his minutes in practice as well, but we're starting to get him out there and get him work. I thought, again, there's a lot of good things today with Jonas making some threes, but we turned it over a couple times from the high-low situation. We want that, but we can't throw it out of bounds. But overall, these guys that they bring it, what you see, and you guys have watched this practice. I mean, what you see from Santi and Zakai and Jemai Meshack and what you see them do, they do every day. And those guys have been around long enough to know that Josiah, when he's out there, that we've got to get better and how important practices are.
Coach, two really good offensive games in a row. Just how much of that do you think starts on the defensive end?
A lot, I do. I really think if we can get out in transition like everybody, you want to try to get some easy baskets. It doesn't matter who you're playing, and I just know that when you think about our defense creating the offense, whether we're talking about rebounding, whatever it may be, we tell our guys the name of the game is rebounding. The ball goes up, that should be our best offense, and we can get us so much better there. Take our shots when they come, but on the defensive end, there's not a lot of negotiation there. We got to do what we know we're capable of doing, and we believe in our offense enough that we'll get shots if they'll execute it and not try to force much. And we think that we've got guys that can score the ball if they take the shots that we've practiced for years on years.
Coach, thank you.
Okay, thank you guys.